It's Emma Nørgaard. So today I'm doing a new makeup tutorial. This is using this little trio from Wet n Wild. It's called I Dream of Greenie. So that's what I have on my eyes. So I'm so happy that I'm finally back to doing videos. In case you guys do not follow me on any of my social media, I have been sick for the past 2 weeks. I got a urinary way infection and it just did not want to go away. I'm still not completely over it, but at least I'm doing a lot better. So I finally had the time and the energy to sit down and film a makeup tutorial. And I wanted to do something bright, so that's why I chose to do this look. But yeah, I hope you like it. If you do, please give this video a thumbs up and don't forget to watch in high definition. And without further ado, here comes the tutorial. Okay, so let's get started. I'm going to use Maybelline Baby Skin Primer. This is a silicone based primer, so it really fills in the pores and makes your skin super smooth. Underneath my eyes, I'm going to use Laura Geller's Sparkle Under Eye Primer. So I'm applying it straight from the tube today. And this metal applicator is so refreshing and cooling. So now for foundation, I'm going to use my favorite combo of the moment, which is MAC Pro Longwear foundation in NC25 mixed with a little bit of Marc Jacobs Remarkable foundation in Ivory Light. So once it's on my face, I go ahead and blend it out. Okay, so once you have all of that foundation on, we can go on to concealer. And today I'm actually only wearing one layer of foundation. But for my concealer, I'm going to use LA Girl Pro Conceal in the color Porcelain. So this is going underneath my eyes. So I just pop that in a triangle, and I'm also going to highlight the rest of my face and just go ahead and blend that out. And since this concealer is not a lot lighter than my skin tone, it's only going to be a very subtle highlight. So to set my concealer, I'm going to use a mixture of this W7 Banana Dreams loose powder. It's like a yellow toned powder. And I'm going to mix it with my Laura Mercier Secret Brightening Powder, just so the yellow tone isn't too strong because I am quite fair. So I just mix these two powders and then apply them. And of course I also go in everywhere else, and this is pretty messy. So I'm just going to let this sit on my skin for a little bit, and in the meantime I'm going to use this Sheer Loose Powder by W7 in the color Natural Beige. And I'm just going to use a little bit of this to set my foundation. Okay, so to bronze up my skin, I'm going to use this Milani Baked Bronzer in the color Glow. And I'm using my Kat Von D brush again. And I just use small circular motions around my cheekbones. And I always like to bronze up my forehead to make it look a little bit smaller. And if you're wearing your hair back like I am, it's really important to get the bronzer all the way into the hairline. And I'm also going to bronze up my jaw. So to contour a little bit, I'm going to use my Shade and Light palette, and I'm going to use this cool toned color. And I'm going to use my BornPrettyStore contour brush. I love this. So I'm just going to really carve out my cheekbones. So I'm just contouring all around, and I'm also going to do the jawline. Now you better blend. So go ahead and blend all of this contour and bronzer out. Okay, so once the face is bronzed and contoured, we're going to apply a little bit of blush. I'm going to use my e.l.f. blush palette in Light. And I'm going to use this kind of neutral bronzy color because I don't want to add too much color on my face because we are going to have green eyes. So just a little bit of this blush right on the apples of the cheeks and blending backwards into the contour. And before I go in and do my highlight, I'm going to go back into my Shade and Light palette and take this color and just pop that right underneath the eyes just to further highlight. And I'm also using it to clean up my contour. And I'm also quickly going to contour my nose. So once all of that is on, the last thing to do is of course to highlight. So I'm going to use W7 Hollywood Bronze and Glow. And I'm going to use the highlights. And I'm going to use my finger. And once I have it placed with my finger, I'm going to take my e.l.f. bronzing brush with a tiny little bit more of the product, and I'm going to blend it out. And I just blend it in with my blush brush. So now I'm using my finger to do my nose as well. And then finally the Cupid's bow. where I also just use my finger. Now I'm going to set all of this with my NYX Dewy Finishing Spray. And the reason why I always do my setting spray after my face makeup and not when I'm completely done with my makeup is because sometimes the setting sprays can make my mascara smudge, and I of course don't want that. So for my eyebrows today, I want them to be quite dramatic. So I'm going to use my Anastasia Dip Brow in the color Soft Brown. And when I do my dip brow, I always start halfway out because it can look really harsh. And you can get that kind of block brow if you start at the front. So once I've done like the outer half, like I've done here, then I bring it in at the bottom, almost all the way in. And I'm not picking up any more product. And then I just sweep a little bit upwards. But I leave the front right here, I leave that completely bare. And then of course you want to brush this through your eyebrows so it looks more natural. So now I'm going ahead and doing the same to my other eyebrow. So I start at the back, halfway at the back, and then brush it out. Now I'm just using my concealer to clean up my eyebrows, and I just blend it out with my middle finger, I mean my ring finger. So once I have my brows cleaned up, I'm going to set the concealer with a bit of face powder. I'm going to use my Rimmel Stay Matte face powder in the color Sandstorm. So I just go ahead and pack this on. And I'm doing this because I'm not going to be wearing a eyeshadow on my brow bone. So I want the eyeshadows in the crease to still blend nicely up towards the brow. And a little bit of powder just helps with that. So as an eyeshadow base, I'm going to put down this eye pencil stick by BornPrettyStore. It's a green color. It's number 16. So I'm just going to draw this on my eyelid like this, and I'm going to take this all the way around the eye, so around the tear duct, and I'm also going to take it underneath, but I'm not going to do that just yet. So now I'm going to take the palette, which is Wet n Wild's I Dream of Greenie, and I'm going to use the color up here called Brow Bone. So I'm going to use this around the tear duct, right on top of the base. And then I'm going to mix the two other shades, and I'm going to blend out the base just with my ring finger. And I'm going to apply these two other colors right on top. So I'm just mixing them together and applying them. So now I'm taking them on a little fluffy blending brush, and I'm just blending out the edge up here towards my eyebrow. So just continue to blend. And now I'm using my e.l.f. eyeshadow C brush with a bit of my powder, and I'm just blending out from the brow bone and down to the green. So now I'm going to do the other eye. So I go in with my pencil and I take it all the way around my tear duct, and then I'm going in around the inner corner, and then I blend out the rest of the base with my ring finger. And then I just pack the two other eyeshadows on, and I overlap right here in the inner corner. And then of course go ahead and blend it out with your blending brush. And I also use a little bit of my powder to blend. So now I'm going to add my pencil along my lower lashes, along my lower lash lines. And then I just go straight ahead and set it with some of the eyeshadows we also used on the top lid. And then I go ahead and do the other lower lash line, and then set that with the eyeshadows. And that is actually all for the eyeshadows. So I'm going to line my waterlines with a black pencil. I'm using Urban Decay 24/7 eyeliner in the color 0. So yeah, I just apply it to top and bottom waterlines. So I'm going to keep this look really simple. So I'm just now going to curl my lashes, apply some mascara and then some falsies, and that's it for the eyes. So I'm using my Shu Uemura eyelash curler to curl my lashes. I'm going to use my L'Oreal Telescopic Explosion mascara today. So I'm probably going to apply 2 coats of this mascara. So now I have my mascara on. You could leave it like this, but I just want to add a little bit of extra Glamour. So I'm going to use these Kiss false eyelashes. So these are called Beyond Natural number 03. So I'm using white duo lash glue that dries clear because we do not have the eyeliner on. So if you're used to using black lash glue, then go ahead and use white this time since we don't have the eyeliner. So now let's do the other one. So once I have the eyelashes on, I'm just going to go in with a little bit more mascara. Just, you know, to blend the real and the fake lashes together. So something like this. So because the eyes are so colorful, I want to keep the lips neutral. So I'm going to use Whirl Lip Liner by MAC. For my lipstick, I'm going to use Blankety, also by MAC. So then I use this white lipstick from BornPrettyStore. You could also use a white eyeliner if you do not have a white lipstick. So I'm just applying this right in the center. And also let me just apologize that my lips are not in the best condition right now. They are a bit chapped, so don't mind that. Okay, so this is the finished look. So I really hope you guys enjoyed it. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and remember to subscribe if you haven't already. And thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you again in my next video. So take care and bye bye.